Hi, I'm Donna Drake, and welcome to Livin Tru Blu. And on assignment is Karin Caro, but we have a very special visitor, Blu Monster! Yay! Blu Monster is a huge fan of yours, J-Bird.
Oh,
and
gee.
so he just needed to come on the show, and so he just wants to shake your hand. And
I am honored, and I am equally a fan of Blu Monster myself.
And
what
perhaps
a treat.
you could like give him an autograph or something before you leave.
I definitely will.
There you go.
A pleasure to meet you.
So if you're good, Blu Monster, you can sit right here on set, right here behind us, okay? All right. Mwah. Livin Tru Blu. Okay, so all playfulness aside, J-Bird is the wonderful woman that has revitalized all of the arts in Long Beach. So welcome to the show. How are you?
Hi, Donna. Thanks for having me here today. It's a pleasure to be here.
So you've lived in Long Beach. Your home was completely destroyed. It's still quite not better yet, but yet you are spending a lot of your time helping others. So tell us about your foundation and how it's helping people in the arts.
Oh, thank you. Yes, J-Bird Music for the Arts is a 501c3 nonprofit. I started this in June of 2012. Took a little bit of a hiatus because of someone named Sandy. But
Drat it.
I know. But still, the show must go on. And these are the things that I've wanted to do for a very long time. Both of my adult children are professionally in the arts, and I'm just a little tired that our country doesn't support the arts like they used to or they should. And I said, you know, I'm just going to do whatever I can myself. And so I did start this nonprofit. This is to raise an awareness and funding to support performing arts programs in New York State public schools. And then I took it a step further, and I did get approved by the New York State Department of Education.
Which was a wonderful moment.
Yes.
And not easy for people to do. You actually had to apply and put in several documents to get that.
Yes, it's an arduous process.
But
yes.
you did it.
Yeah, yes,
Yay.
very happy about that. And so now things are underway. There are several events coming up soon. I did happily, I'm so happy to secure some venue. I needed some kind of venue as a home base. And the Long Beach Hotel, the fabulous Long Beach Hotel, which has been revitalized and renewed within the last year or two, is my official performing arts space. And so I do have several events coming up as fundraisers for the nonprofit. I think we'll talk about that a little bit.
Absolutely. And Karin and I were really excited to be at your ribbon cutting, you know, the grand opening.
That was so much
such
fun.
A great day.
That
really
was great.
Snowy, but really worth the effort to make it down to Long Beach.
Yes, I appreciate you making it. It was a very snowy day. Yes.
So what will you be hosting there? What's your first
The first event will
venue?
be Sunday, May 4th.
Okay.
And this will be a silent auction.
Of like music memorabilia or what
it'll
type of
be,
things?
actually assorted, all kinds of interesting memorabilia.
Okay.
And I have to first go get the rest of this and pick out what I want from the inventory and see.
Okay.
But and that's the first of the fundraisers. The second one will be Sunday, May 8th, and that's a live auction, which will be a lot of fun. There's a lot of interaction with people there. This is all run by professional auction houses.
Oh,
and it should be
give me
very
$2.
exciting.
Give me $3. I hear $4.
Yes,
That, like
yes,
that?
yeah.
Like
Raise the paddle, that kind of thing. Yes, yes. Be very exciting. And then, of course, my favorite little gem is Saturday, July 26th, as I've always wanted to bring back the concept of the teenage battle of the bands. I know when I grew up, there were always a battle of the bands in high schools and things like this back in the day. So I'm having my first annual Strong Beach Battle of the Bands. Strong Beach is my name. And this will be represented by 3 local area high schools.
Nice.
This will be a red carpet event. I have performed myself and cooperated with a high school in upstate New York for the last few years at a Battle of the Bands, and I've secured Mr. Joseph Palancia, known in the music industry as Turnpike Joe, who for 11 years has been successfully running a Battle of the Bands at Goshen Central High School up in Orange County, and last year was celebrated and voted as he's a student advisor and counselor, and he was voted the most, not popular, but the best. He's a drug and alcohol abuse counselor, and he's known affectionately as Mr. P up in Goshen. And who better to come and run this with me than someone like that. So I'm really looking forward to having this Battle of the Bands. And just the winner
That's
will
excellent.
perform at Long Beach Rocks, New York in October, which is my rock festival.
So that's wonderful. I think it's great that you've been doing things quarterly so that it's continuing the momentum.
Yes.
You know, so you've got something coming up and another thing and another thing. It just kind of feeds one into the next. But I guess the reason that you're doing the fundraiser is that you need help your nonprofit organization in order to have this secured.
Yes, the time has come at this point where I do need sponsor funding for something like this. And I know many people, if you're watching and you're listening and you support the arts and in the education in schools, please, call me. I guess we'll do phone numbers and everything at the end of the show
You can
or
do
something.
one now. Go ahead. It's your show right now, Joey.
I don't have my home phone set up yet, but I do have a cell phone, which is 516-320-3026, or you can email me at 4Joanne, which is number 4, Joanne, at optonline.net. And if you want to come on board as a sponsor for any of these events or for the Rock Festival, I would love to hear from you. This is such a great cause.
Now, the Rock Festival last year was a lot of fun, and you held it at the library. Is that where you're going to do it this year?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
This is the only event that I'm having at the library, and this is hosted by the Long Beach Public Library, which is pretty much, I think, the most progressive library around in Nassau County. We have our annual Rock Festival here. We also have our Blues Festival and a Jazz Festival. When they asked me to produce the Rock Festival, it came totally out of the blue.
Wink, wink.
Yes.
Oh, Blu Monster like
yes.
that.
Spontaneity. I did not expect that at all. But a dream come true for me to do something like that. It is free to the public. Of course, sponsors are welcome if people want to sponsor T-shirts or video or services or have their banner placed up there. It's been a successful event. Last year, headlined was Christine Ullman, the Beehive.
Oh, yeah,
queen
she was
from
great.
SNL, Saturday Night Live, and I've just secured her back again for this October.
Congratulations, that's
Yes,
wonderful.
thank you.
And for those that are watching and they're not familiar with your career, give us like 3 highlights, because
Oh,
you're
geez.
a wonderful, accomplished rocker yourself. So.
I'm a professional bass player endorsed by Hartke Amplification. Hello, Larry Hartke. And Intex Cables. Hello, Jean-Marc Dumichel. I perform with a band called Turnpike Joe and the Traffic Jam, which is performing on Long Island since 1977.
Wow.
I came on the scene in 1992, basically as a booking agent at first, and I just melded into the process of bass and then percussion. And that's what I'm doing with Turnpike Joe. You're at the Oyster Festival every year. And
Not a lot of female bass players.
there are some
You
out
know,
there.
I know there are now, but I
yes.
mean, when you started, you really were a person that was kind of like breaking new ground in terms of chicks that wanted to rock.
Relatively.
Yeah.
I mean, my hat goes off to Bonnie Troy if you're in Florida and watching this, because she was a local bass player who I had admired at the time, but really not that many around. No.
Yeah.
It's sort of a tough kind of a
Well, it's kind of
job.
cool too, because it's down. You got to have like some soul and some grit to you.
Yeah, well, I
think.
grew up playing drums since I'm 7, actually. My dad taught me drums. My family were all professional drummers. And I started playing swing and Sinatra when I was 7. And I do play in a jazz trio, swing, bossa nova. And then I play some Latin and rock percussion, which I
Nice.
do a lot with a band called Retro 69, headed up by Alan Spielman. And we do benefit events. And I do give my time and efforts and talents.
How are you at playing the spoons?
I play spoons very well.
I was going to say, I want
do.
to watch
I
you
should
do
have
that.
brought them with me.
Yeah. Next time. I
Yes.
bet you'd be really good at that.
And then the other thing that I'm looking to get back with is my football team.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell me. Now let's
never-
clear out of the blue.
It was a lot of blue
Football.
stuff on blue.
Blue.
In April 2005, I did partner with someone.
Okay.
And we started the Long Island Panthers.
Oh.
They play out in Gordon Heights. Semi-pro football. The aim is for charity. We did a lot for Long Island Harvest and a young boy named Mason who was a cancer patient. And they're still alive and well. I mean, it was great. I actually own a semi-pro football team, which is minor league football. It's the same thing.
But you don't play.
No, I don't play.
Okay,
And
you're not out there going 42,
No,
81,
no,
strum,
no,
and then
no.
nothing like
no,
that. Okay.
No, actually, I took a bit of a hiatus from the team. I mean, I do have a helmet and everything else, and my team jacket. Originally, we were in the LaBelle League, which was founded by Patty LaBelle out
Okay.
of Philadelphia, and that was to just get young men off the streets and into something to do. And she got involved with minor league football, and of course, there's hundreds, probably 1,000 minor league football teams all across the country. And this, of course, is, again, marvelous, aimed at charities on Long Island.
You're just so other focused, J-Bird. That's the one thing I love about
There's
you.
a lot of things I want to do.
You always want to help people.
Yes,
I mean,
yeah.
at the bottom line, if somebody was just going to say, who is J-Bird, that's what I would say. You are just someone that wants to help.
No, well, thanks. I have been known to just help strangers off the street and things. I was brought up that way.
Yeah.
I have to say my kids are the same way, too. But, of course, later that year, I was in a car accident. And coincidentally, they found a brain tumor. So, I mean, I'm a brain tumor survivor. And after years of that and the surgeries from the accident and getting back into the workforce, and now I'm just like full steam ahead. If I take a look at all the things I'm doing, I sort of scare myself. But I just, when I was a little girl, my mother said you could be anything you wanted to be. And I want to do these things, so you just do them.
It's fabulous. So like you said, a brain tumor survivor, you've survived Sandy and you're still rebuilding from that.
Yes. Yeah.
And yet all you want to do is help people, and I think that's great. So you
makes you
credit
feel
your mom
good.
with that. Of course.
Oh, yes, I do. Big time.
So
Very
shout
big
out
time.
to your mom.
My mom, yes, rest in peace. But
and you also have a radio show that you're participating on?
I'm on a weekly show, a lot of fun, every Sunday on Long Island's first and oldest radio station, WGBB, 1240 AM. I used to listen to that when I was a kid. I'm on the broadcasting on the beach with Halftime Howie Appel, and he is a riot, a seasoned veteran of television and radio, and we're on every Sunday from 7 to 8 p.m., also online. And I do a show called Loving the Arts in Long Beach, which is just an arts report. And I also play with a very talented young man named Scott Martin, and we are the house band for the show. So we do a few songs on air, and then we on commercial break, just like Christine Ullman on SNL, where we entertain the audience there. So that's a lot of fun.
So it's a wonderful life you have.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's fantastic.
a lot of work.
Right.
But you have to, it's just passion. You just have to love it.
That's wonderful. So if people do want to reach out to you, I'm going to give out our number as well. If you want to reach out to J-Bird or any of her wonderful charity things that she's doing, you could call us at Blue Chip at 631-337-1603. That's 631-337-1603, and that's to reach J-Bird. And then earlier you had given out your personal email address, so you want to give out that one more time, and
Yes,
then we'll wrap it up.
Sure. It's number 4, Joanne, Joanne, at optonline.net. Get to me.
It was lovely to have you, as always. Good
Thank
to see
you so much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much.
Anytime. Come and hang out with us.
Great to see the monster.
Yeah, and you are going to
love
give us your autograph, right?
I certainly am.
Okay, so we're going to be signing autographs here, and stay tuned for more on the Daily Blue.